This is my 1 defense hardcore ultimate Ironman with the main goal of obtaining an infernal cape and other prestigious items. The last goals I completed were my Fury Amulet, Toxic Trident and Blowpipe. And this is a list with some of the current goals. The purple ones are optional endgame PVMing options. Recently Jagex has released an update that changed pure Ironman accounts forever, and that's what brought me back to this account. It's been a bit since the last progress video, but this one has around 300 hours of progress, so sit back and enjoy. The first thing I want to do on this account is finish 99 ranged, and I also need a lot of gold on this account, so I'm going to kill something that gets me a lot of money and also gets me range XP, and I think the perfect NPC are gargoyles. So I made myself a couple thousand bolts and I'm ready to sit here for a few days. And there it is, 98 ranged, beautiful. 1 level to go and we've made 1.5 million gold so far, and we collected a bunch of supplies in the inventory. Run out of bolts, so I made another couple thousand bolts ready to camp range, and this should be enough for level 99. And there we go, 99 ranged. It's always a beautiful 99 on an account. Range is such a strong combat style, and on this account no difference. The maximum range level, I think I spent like 70 hours at Gargoyles to finish this up. Finish the last 2 levels. I'm going to stay a little longer to get a little bit more gold and supplies before I leave. And then I'm ready to invest all of the gold and supplies into my skills. I've run out of all bolts. It is a perfect time to leave. I have 9 million gold and a bunch of supplies. Look at this inventory. That looks actually beautiful. It's time to use all of this. But before we do that, we have some other resources to use. When I was in school, everyone used to play this one game, including myself, Clash of Clans. So when I was presented the opportunity to sponsor Clash of Clans, one of the biggest mobile games I know, I got extremely excited. I just logged in again to check my base and it still looks pretty good. I got all these different buildings, storage silos. I even got dragons flying around. I used to be a little sweaty at this. Clash of Clans is set in a fantasy-themed persistent world where the player is a chief of a village. Clash of Clans tasks players to build their own village using resources gained from attacking other players' villages with troops, earning rewards, buying them with medals, or by producing them at their own village. My favorite thing about this game is optimizing your base the best way possible for your level. I did a little bit of research and I transformed my old base into this new design. Looks very satisfying and symmetric. The more you progress in Clash of Clans, the more types of buildings you unlock. So you can make your base bigger every time, and that means optimizing. This way, when people try to raid you, they have a much harder time to get good attacking results. You can of course also raid other people to speed up your own progress and resource gain. You look for someone juicy, find the weak spot in their camp, and there you go. Sending all my troops at their base for some nice loot. This game also has an active clan system, so you can play together with your friends and get up in the rankings. I can tell it's still a very active game, and if you want to try it out yourself, you can download Clash of Clans for free using the QR code on screen or use my links in the description. Thank you to Clash of Clans for sponsoring this video. One goal I'm working on this account is upgrading my ammunition for the blowpipe in my inventory. And in order to do that, I need 85 fletching so I can boost for amethyst darts. So we are going to use all of this gold in my inventory and make broad arrows from scratch, which is one of the best ways to train this on an Ironman. There we go, we bought 146,000 broad arrowheads. And the next thing I need is feathers to attach it. So we bought 146,000 of those as well. And the final part, arrow shafts to put it all together. So we bought 146,000 of that as well. I should be able to get a good chunk of fletching XP with all of these supplies. So let's put it all together. And while fletching, I want to work a little bit on agility, because another goal in this account is 70 agility. I need 70 agility to do Saradome and Godwatch dungeon in the future. And now is a great time to work on this. I got myself 100 agility tickets, handed them in, and that got me 60 agility, which means I can now use the Sears Village course. So I'm going to train that next. And there's level 61 agility, level 75 fletching, 10 more levels to go. 78 fletching, which got us level 1675 total. And there we go, 80 fletching. That means we can make magic short bows, which is actually really good for this account. That might come in handy in the future. Nice, another level, 81 fletching. We can now make rune darts, which is really good ammunition for the blowpipe as well. But it's one tier below amethyst. There we go, 82 fletching. I can now make amethyst arrows. Ooh, that's pretty good. And there's level 83 fletching. We unfortunately run out of supplies, so we have to go back and make more money in the future and finish off level 85. But we are pretty close. And while I'm at the Sears Village course, I might as well finish 70 agility. I think I have around 15 more hours left. So let's do it. Let's get to work. And there we go, 70 agility, beautiful level, another goal finished on this account. That is the Ceredomin preparation completed. And the 70 agility goal also got me 186 marks of grace, as you can see in my inventory. And I can trade these in for amylase crystals, which I need for herblore in the future. It is time to leave this place. I run 780 laps of Sears Village rooftop. Let's claim my crystals. Alright, we are in the store in Berthorpe. Gonna use all my amylase crystals. And that got us a total of 1800 crystals, which is a lot. That is a lot of stamina potions in the future. And I so happen to need stamina potions for Ceredomin. So, very convenient. Alright, I did another 15-hour gargle session. I made a lot of GP, over 2 million GP again. And I gathered some more supplies in the inventory. I really want to finish 85 fletching and use all of the stuff in my inventory. So let's get into it. First thing I did, sell all of the runes, and we are now up to over 2.5 million gold. I'm going to use my looting bag for the first time since I'm back on this account. And I'm sure a lot of you guys watching right now are wondering how I use it on this account. So let me quickly explain how it works. On a normal Ultimate Ironman, you can store items in a looting bag while standing in the wilderness, and nowadays the Ferox Enclave, which is a safe area. That's the spot I'm currently in this clip. And you can get items out of the looting bag by suiciding your account or storing your items in a boss coffer like Zura or Vorkath. The problem is, I can't do that on this account because I would lose my hardcore status if I die. There is however one more method to get items out of the bag, which is destroying the looting bag yourself. You can however only do this while standing in the wilderness. All of the items in the bag will drop on the floor in the wilderness and stay there for 1 minute, and everybody can see the items. This makes it a lot more scary and essential to keep my looting bag as empty as possible at all times. So with that out of the way, let's get some levels. Subscribe. Going to turn all of these bars into dart tips for fletching, and I get some nice smithing XP as well. There we go, all mithril bars have been used. And we've made them all into darts as well. Got some nice fletching XP out of it. Alright, the next supply I'm going to use is the gold bars. I'm going to turn these into gold tiaras, which they recently added to the game actually. And it gives a little bit more crafting XP compared to the other gold jewelry, so I'm going to need a few more crafting levels in the future, so this is a nice head start. There we go, all the gold tiaras have been made. That got me like 10% of a crafting level. And the next thing I want to use is the steel bars. I'm going to turn all of this into dart tips as well and get some more fletching XP out of the smithing levels. 60 smithing, beautiful looking level. Got a couple smithing levels out of the supply so far. And there it is, almost 30,000 steel dart tips made. Time to turn these into darts and get quite a bit of fletching XP, I think. And there we go, 84 fletching. We actually managed to get a level with all the smithing supplies. That is very good. Gonna save me a lot of money actually. Finished making all of these steel darts and we've made some nice progress towards the final fletching level as well. And I just sold all of the darts in the general store to make a little bit of extra gold. I'm going to invest some of the money I made last week and buy the remaining items I need for fletching. So I bought some more broad arrow tips, feathers, arrow shafts, and I used all of it. I calculated the exact amount I needed to get 85 fletching. We have nearly 1 million GP left, which is great. And I made all of the arrows and got myself the 85 fletching goal. Very nice. That's another goal out of the way. We don't have to worry about fletching anymore. And I can also make magic longbows, which is awesome. Great, let's work on the next goal. So before I use all of the gold ores in my inventory for smithing and crafting, I want to complete the family crest quest. One of the rewards from this quest is the goldsmith gauntlets. And these gauntlets heavily boost your smithing XP using gold ores, so I can pretty much double my XP if I get these gloves. And all it requires is a quick quest, so let's do it. And there we go, family quest completed. Let's get the goldsmithing gauntlets and use all of these supplies. Yep, that sounds good. Improve them for me, and there we go. Now, I could use all of these gold ores in Blast Furnace. It is a faster way to use gold ore. But I currently need some AFK time because I'm playing my other accounts. So I'm just going to AFK the ores in Edgeville Furnace. It's gonna take a few hours more maybe, but it's honestly very chill. You just click the furnace and you wait. Also, another benefit of using the gold ores here is I can turn all of the bars directly into tiaras. So I'm also getting a bunch of crafting XP out of it, which is also very AFK. And there we go, 63 smithing, making some nice progress. And I've used all of my gold ores and bars. Took a little bit of time, but definitely worth the AFKing. And we are now up to 68 smithing, almost 69. And 116k away from 86 crafting, so yeah, made good progress. Alright, so I'm reorganizing. I am going to try and use some stuff out of my loot bag. One of the things I want to use is the herbs and the adamant bars. And in order to use the adamant bars, I need a little bit more smithing. So I'm actually going back once again to gargoyles and make some more money. And then get the smithing level required to make adamant bolts and darts. And clear up some space. And here we are again in my favorite spot. Time to print some money. And I AFK'd for another like 3 days here. We made 2 million plus GP and we got some more supplies. Going to quickly use all of the supplies in my inventory again. And we should have enough money for smithing. There we go, 69 smithing. Managed to get another free level with the supplies. So this time I'm actually going to Blast Furnace because I don't have a big stock of gold ores in my inventory. And I can buy gold ores at Blast Furnace for more smithing XP. One thing we need for this method is ice gloves. So I killed the ice queen, obtained the ice gloves and ready to go do some smithing. And the method is pretty simple. You unload gold ores if you have them. And if you don't, you just buy them in the store. Put them on the belt and you can grab them from the dispenser with the ice gloves, and that's basically the method. I don't exactly know how much XP per hour this is, but I think you can get upwards of 200,000 or more. So let's get level 74. And there we go, 74 smithing. I can now use all of my adamant bars. I can make some adamant bolts, some adamant darts. Very nice, we are done with another small goal. It's time to reorganize and clean some more of the loot bag. So I need to actually get one more herb level to boost for stamina potions. So I'm going to use up these herbs and see how close I can get to the level. And the first thing we're going to make is some range pots. I need ranging pots anyways for a lot of content. And after that we will make some anti-fire potions. And making potions on an ultimate ironman is kind of annoying. You need to do a lot of unloading in the GE. And then you can note the potions in the GE, which is really nice. And yeah, just repeat the process and we are done with making all the ranging potions. Around 60 range pots, very nice. And for the anti-fire pots, now that I have 70 agility, I can grab blue dragon skills in the Tavily dungeon. Pretty quick to get if you change your house to Tavily. And that got us some more XP. Next goal is using all of the adamant bars I've collected from the Zura grind. We have over 1000 adamant bars, so that's gonna get us a lot of adamant bolts and darts. So let's split between the two and use all of the bars. There we go, all of the adamant bars have been used. I've made 3000 adamant darts and 8.4k bolts. Since I'm planning on getting amethyst darts in the future, I don't really want to make too many adamant darts. And I'm going to need bolts for a lot of bossing and raids and inferno, so they're going to be very useful. And there we go, that's all the darts made and all the bolts made as well. Beautiful. The next thing I want to do on this account is a lot of questing because they've actually done an update a while ago. One defense account can now re-enter a battle. Basically the way it worked beforehand was after completing Monkey Madness 1 you were never able to return to the island because you would have to claim the XP and the XP would always give you defense XP. And with that ruining your one defense account. But now the XP option is optional. So you can just choose to travel to the island again and just ignore the XP completely. And because of that, one defense accounts can do a lot of quests now. And two examples are the recipe for the Zester quest for adamant gloves and Monkey Madness 2, which changes a lot because Pures can now get Zenyte jewelry, light ballista, and have a seed pod and kill demonic gorillas. So that opens up a lot of content and I want to explore it on this account. Alright, so I just decided to check this out, and as you can see it has two options now, and you can just click return to Crash Island or right click him, and there we go, we can go back to Apatol, completely ignore the XP rewards. And there we go, we've completed the recipe for the Zester quest. You cannot actually equip adamant gloves on a pure. It does still require defense. I don't really know what the reason is, because we have a regen brace on pures anyways, which gives the same strength bonus, which is 7. But yeah, for some reason you cannot actually upgrade your gloves, but that's fine. All that matters to me is that I can do a Monkey Madness 2 quest. You're probably wondering what the hell I'm doing, and that's for good reason. I'm putting all of my stuff on a table, because I need to go to Entrana Island. I forgot that you need the Enlightening Journey quest for Monkey Madness 2. And that quest is pretty much all on Entrana. You cannot go to Entrana if you have any weapons with you or in your loot bag. And I cannot bank them or put them on the ground in any way, because I cannot die on this account. Which means the only solution is putting your stuff on the table, because it stays there for 10 minutes. Luckily I found a way to put stuff on the table in the clan hall. Only me and the mods are able to enter this place, so no one was actually able to like see my stuff. But it took quite a little bit of time, and yeah, pretty scary as well. Basically we just put stuff on the table, do part of the quest, come back, pick everything up, put stuff on the table again, go back, continue the quest, and basically repeat that a few times. I did a few more minutes of quest progression, came back into the clan hall to grab all my items and put them on the table again to reset the 10-minute timer. And after putting stuff on the table and resetting it for around 3 times, I managed to complete the quest. I had to collect 3 magic locks to complete a balloon route for the Monkey Madness 2 quest. So we quickly got some nature imps to get the magic locks. And we did the table stuff one more time to complete that specific route. And we started the Monkey Madness 2 quest. Oh, I forgot to mention, I had to put stuff on the table again, because the quest requires you to go to Entrana as well. So we had to do this one last time. And I think at this point I never have to put stuff on the table again, because it's very scary. In one of my earlier episodes, someone actually managed to find some of my stuff on the table because they were playing a hide and seek event, and yeah, that didn't end so well for me. Level 72 Herblore, that is a huge level on this account, because I can now +5 boost for stamina potions. I decided I might as well get this level before continuing with the quest, because I can use stamina potions for Monkey Madness 2. And I also need stamina potions for Saradomin in the future, so big level. Made myself some energy potions. I can also make ranging pots unboosted now. And yeah, I can make myself almost 28 stamina potions. All we have to do is get a +5 boost. Yes, there we go. That was the second try. We got the +5 boost. Let's make all of these energy pots into stamina pots. Alright, we have some stamina pots. Time to do the quest. There we go. First boss down. Croc. The next tricky part was the platform, and that kind of went like this. So I go like... I follow him now and then... Ah! No. There's some guy coming. If this guy... Nah. Ah, okay. Ah! Wait, I can say what here. We're good. And for the final fight, we cleared off all the gorillas one by one before doing the boss fight. If you bring a longbow or combo, you can do the first and second phase without getting hit. And for the last part, I used a really nice kiting method so I don't get hit by melee. And yeah, that went really great. There we go, we are done. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. I thought this boss was a lot harder for some reason. Maybe defense doesn't matter too much. You just have to make sure you don't get hit by the melee attack. And I guess 99 range helps, but yeah, that was really nice. Monkey Madness 2 has been completed on a pure. Awesome. I now have a seed pod teleport and I can start hunting demonic gorillas for a Zenyte. That is definitely the next goal in this account. Zenyte jewelry is going to be a huge upgrade. We are geared for demonic gorillas on the pure. This is what my setup is looking like. Pretty basic setup. We have the whip and the fire cape and the blowpipe. Got some food, some prayer pots, some, some combat pots. And we got the noted supplies for the trips. I should be able to get between 5 and 12 kills per trip maybe. It's really punishing to do this on a pure, because if you miss a flick or you don't get the 50-50 right, you pretty much get hit 20s all the time. So yeah, you can't really tank hits, but still able to get somewhat okay kills per trip. And for the people wondering why I'm not using an Arclight, Arclight actually scales really badly on a pure, I guess. I did some DPS calculations, and I get 2 less max hits with the Arclight, but I do get like 5% more accuracy. So overall, it's not that big of a difference, and I would have to spend time getting attack levels first and hunting ancient shards. So I'm just going to passively get the attack levels doing demonic gorillas. And I save time not hunting the shard, so overall, probably a lot faster. Ah, that stinks. I really don't like to see these drops. That is the first unique drop on the log. Ballista Spring. I think that's a 1 in 500 drop. We managed to complete a clue, and the only item I really want is the Robin Hood hat, but it is pretty rare. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's an above average clue. Why? I got another one. Yeah, that hurts. Let's quickly move on. Level 72 attack. Beautiful. Slowly getting the attack levels up passively. Ooh. 888 shafts. I think it's a sign. For the people that know. If you know, you know. Oh! I told you guys. The 888. The 888. It was a sign. I told you. I was right. My lucky number. You love to see it. Let's go. That's good. 143 kill count for the first Zenyte. That is absolutely beautiful. Pretty much half the drop rate. Yeah, we have a Zenyte. The next thing I need to do is make money. I did make some money from demonic gorillas, but we're going to need money for an onyx. And then I also want to train some crafting levels, because I want to make the necklace first, I think. It's probably more useful than a ring, and I can use the necklace at gorillas to get the second Zenyte. So that's probably a good idea. Played some more last man standing games, and I got like 12 more wins. 93 points to spend on rune arrows, which is a really good source of money. I didn't really feel like going gargoyle, so this is always an option. You just buy rune arrows and you can sell it to a general store, make a lot of money. I sold all of the arrows. We have a little bit over 3 million gold, enough to buy an onyx and do the crafting grind. So let's start some crafting. And to be honest, the method is pretty rough. You buy soda ash and buckets of sand in the stinky swamp place and you run to the furnace. Yeah, that's the crafting method. You just run back and forth, make glass stuff. And I can get like 35 to 40k per hour. Level 86 crafting. There we go, 87 crafting. We are done with charter ships finally. That took like 3 or 4 days. That was actually really bad. Really glad I'm done with this. Let's make the necklace. Bought myself the chaos runes for the onyx. There we go. Bought myself the onyx with the toggle. Cut the onyx to make the Zenyte. And there we go. Fuse it together. Uncut Zenyte. And we managed to get the +5 boost in like 7 tries, I think. Not too bad. And we made the Zenyte necklace. Alright, enchanted. And there we go. The necklace of anguish is mine. That is so weird to have on a pure ironman. That's really cool though. That's such a strong item. 5% range strength and some more range attack as well. Beautiful upgrade. On to the next goal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this return episode. New chunk video will be out somewhere early next month. And can we get 5,000 likes on this video? That would be amazing. I think you guys can do it. Thank you for watching and have a great day everyone.